Alright, what is going on? I will try to talk faster. I will try to talk more vibrantly because the trolls that I love dearly somehow don't like the fact that I talk slow and methodical, and what they don't understand is that I played Wild Bill in The Silence of the Lambs. I played the captain in the series show Monk. That's my voice. I don't know what you want me to do about it, except talk ridiculous like this. So I'll do that. But what I'm getting at here, and I might be a little fired up anyway, because I took a bath on returning the new 16 Mark II. So after I purchased this, I started to read more about it, read not so much how to use it, but other people's usage of it. You know how you go down that rabbit hole. If you're watching this video, you're probably in that rabbit hole with me. Well, I'm not in it now, but I was when you're watching this. And I found something very interesting. Even though it handled high ISOs, as it should, given that it's full frame versus a crop sensor or something like that, it struggled in the shadows at 100 ISO. To which my reaction was, what the hell is that about? What? Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Went back into the archives and I found a scene similar to this, albeit portrait and a little more cloud cover, but I'm still having to expose for the sky. So all I did here on the left was, here's the development of it. If you want to look at the sliders, there they are. The histogram is a little bit to the right because everything is white. Okay, it's a snow scene. It's going to be like that. All I did was copy and paste these settings onto, let me get back to it, onto this. Okay, now let me show you what this looked like, if it'll let me, and not completely destroy the comparison. That's dark. I admit that. That is dark. Shh. Oh, my crazy cleaning lady's here. So I gotta make this quick, because you're gonna hear crazy stuff in the background. Maybe. If you do, don't pay attention to it. But I just want to show you where it clipped, where the sun is. It's gonna clip it. So you've got to expose for the sky. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm at 100 ISO. I got some latitude here. I can pull back these shadows, whether it be in the trees, the Jeep. My Jeep is black, which further helps with this explanation or this problem, or at least illustrates this problem, and the asphalt. But you're going to get the sun off the asphalt, so that shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I metered for right around the trees. So I didn't want to meter for the snow or the sky so much, but I exposed for the snow and the sky. Point being, I copied and pasted, and here's what I got. Holy crap. Okay, now maybe when you look at this full view, zoomed out, you're like, oh, that's not that bad yet. Yeah, it's bad. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. No. No. For a $2,000 camera that has a full frame, and why did it just do that? Where are we here? Sorry guys, I totally just lost my place here. Okay. Alright, let's try and zoom in here and get at least the tree to the tree, maybe. There we go. Okay. So, for some ungodly reason, we've switched side to side here. So on the right is the 60D from almost 5 years ago. Okay, exposed the same darn way. 800ths of a second, 7.1/100. Same thing. Same damn Exif. So you zoom in on the tree. Forget the Jeep for a second. I am way more pleased with, now obviously if I wanted to actually use or print this on the right here, I might bump it, the entire brightness up a little bit, or do some dodging and burning on the tree. But point being is, all I did was develop this, copy and paste it onto this, and look at this difference. The details in this tree, especially down here, are lost to me. Just lost to me. Okay? But that's irrelevant when you look at the black Jeep in the shadows. Now, did I push it unreasonably so? I don't think so. If you think so, let me know. But again, with this Exif, I should have a pretty clean image without having to do a ton of work in Lightroom and Photoshop to smooth the Jeep out to where I lose detail. Okay, so let's look at, let's assume that you're not happy with the lens selection for whatever reason. Let me go into this photo, and this is the same lens, nearly the same Exif. At least it's the same lens with the same f-stop, 7.1 and 100 ISO. It's a different scene, obviously, because it's in the summer. The sun is camera left, high left. So all this here is in the shadows. You cannot make out anything. Okay, you can't make out the lugs in the tire. You can't really make out the skid plate. You can't certainly make out the undercarriage components here. Okay, so let me just stay zoomed in on this tire. Now, after I play with the sliders a little bit, enable the lens correction, boom, I can see the lugs in the tire. Okay, I can definitely, even to a degree where I don't want to see the sway bar, the shocks, the springs. I can see it. I can see all this. Now again, let's just go back to where it was. Can't see any of it. Develop it, pull the shadows, and point being though, this is on a 70D, 70D, and even if it was a 7D, there's still an APS-C sensor in there. Oh, look at that. That is a completely usable image. There's virtually no noise. If I could find any noise, I would say there's a little bit in the lugs of this tire. Beyond that, no noise. No noise. Whoa, what the hell? What is going on with this? This is just absurd to me. Okay? Maybe some other, like my trolls on my other video are saying I'm not excited enough. Well, I'm getting freaking excited because we're talking about a $2,000 camera that is yielding results like this. So let's imagine that, well, once the net catches up, there we go. Let's imagine I'm somewhere, like traveling, and my travel camera, which is 6D Mark II, would have been a great one to travel with because it's a little smaller, it's light, it's still full frame, it accepts EF lenses. Awesome. But if I'm in the scene where let's say, forget the Jeep for the moment, even though the Jeep is my model here. Well, let's say I'm shooting a model in a backlit situation, and I have to expose, I can't bracket a model because her hair's going to move, her body's going to move. I can bracket the living hell out of the Jeep, because I hope the Jeep doesn't move on her own, but a model is going to move their hair, their body, whatever. So you can't bracket a model. So if you're going to have to expose for a scene like this, and you got a model in this frame, although you wouldn't be this far back with a 24mm, but the point is, if you zoomed in and you realized that whatever she was wearing, or not wearing, whatever the case may be, or if say she had brunette hair, dark hair, black hair, you're looking at this, and you got to fix this in post? No, thank you. Hell no. That doesn't speed up my workflow at all. Good God, no. So, this is, I mean, as it zoomed out, okay, from where my feet were, this is a usable image, but it's not one that I'd be proud to share. That is the point here. I'm not proud of this shot. I'm not proud of what this yielded. And I'm also very upset that a camera that goes for in and around, depending on where you live, $2,000 without a lens is yielding this. I can't recover shadows. I know, I understand that this is dark as hell, but even when you zoom in, you can still see the detail, the Call of Duty badge, the trail rated badge, etc. You can still see that stuff. You can see at least the lug nuts on the wheels. And then when you pull the shadows back, thinking that you got recovery, and then even when you look at the tree, you can't use this. You couldn't give this to a client. You couldn't sell this. You couldn't put this on your website and be proud of it. Could you? I mean, if you could, tell me down below. Prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I'm cool with that. And lastly, I just picked this just to show you. Again, this is on the 70D. This is a completely different scenario. 2.8 with a 70 to 200 at 320 ISO. It's still a relatively low ISO, but it's a far lower shutter speed. But I just wanted to show you shadow recovery. Obviously, I can't mimic this shot. But this is a shot that I have put on Flickr and I put out there. Maybe not on my main website, but I like the composition. I like that, you know, these two have sorted me out. They know this one's like, hey, asshole, and this one's like, what you doing, bitch? And, you know, okay, I dig it. I like like I said, I like the composition. I liked where they are. I hot dial. I quickly set my dials the way they needed to be. And this is what it was out of camera, because it was straight up dusk. I wonder if it will even tell me on the data here the time that it was taken. Okay, it's at about 5 o'clock. So.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. So right there. There we go. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, let's real quick. We can go into the shadows if you want and look at the foliage, the brush. It was again, I think it was spring. I had to look at that again. The hell? When the hell did I take this? No, this is actually the day after freaking Christmas, 2014. Good God. Okay. So this is 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I took this shot. And, okay, we're into the shadows. And after development, all these shadows are recovered to a point where it is usable. It is shareable. I have no problems with this. So, I don't know. Hopefully this video was helpful. Especially when we're looking at this. Could I work on this more and sort it out and fix it? Yeah, I could. But should I have to? No, I shouldn't. Did I take a bath on the camera that I bought because I couldn't return it, because as soon as you take one shutter acquisition, no, that's gaming something. Actuation, yeah, that I think is the word. Once you click the damn shutter once, it's your camera, it's used. So you're screwed. So there it goes. Okay, we gotta get out of here because that noise is just gonna piss people off even more. So I'm out. That's done. That's my rant. And if you're thinking about this new camera, I don't know, rent the damn thing first, or shoot at night. I don't know, but this is just absurd. So do all that fun stuff, and I will catch you in the next video.